All right. So I spent around $50,000 on confidence and attraction coaching over 8 to 10 years of trial and error, flying to seminars, doing in person, hiring coaches, reading book, and testing it all in real life. Right. And after all that, I realized that most guys fail because they don't try, but because they don't know how to invest in themselves the right way. Number one, what's the first advice? The first thing is you got to find the right coach and ask the right questions to figure out who's the right coach for you. Does he live a lifestyle like you want? Does he embody the confidence or the results that you want? So, for example, if you're into fitness and you feel like fitness is one way you want to be confident, actually find someone who's into fitness and lives that lifestyle where he's consistently fit. Does he have women, multiple women, or is he dating a wife? Does he have a beautiful woman? Is he dating a quality of woman that you personally? Does he actually have coaching from real experiences? And does he apply his own coaching? Does he actually use his own stuff? Or is it just theory? Does he care about you, or is it just more mass produced? Is he just doing programs or seminars, 3-day seminars? Is he actually tracking your progress? Does his results, the results you get, is that part of his legacy? Does that consider legacy or just money to him? Because that's important to know, right? Testimonials are good, but make sure, is he keeping track? And speak if the other clients have a relationship with them. See if you could speak to their students, right? Because if you can't speak to his students, that's probably a big red flag. You need to be able to talk to them to see if he has any students who you could actually talk to. Does his material fit your vibe, or is it authentic to you? When it comes to dating, there's a lot of pickup coaches, toxic masculinity, or the alpha mindset. If you are more kind of lovey-dovey or emotional, is there coaches who get that result showing more emotions? And there's certain foundational aspects of it where you can't just always be simpy, but is there coaches out there who do it through spirituality or other ways where they get or date women through that, not just through the whole like be direct and be very alpha, right? Is there a coach who has that spiritual vibe? Because the thing is, if you work with the wrong coach, or at least a coach that you could connect with and look up to or follow in his footsteps, it's a lot easier to follow a coach that is similar to you than just changing your whole mindset and your intention, because it will actually kill your confidence and you'll feel like you're not making any progress because you're starting from blank zero. But if you find someone who's, for example, I'm Asian. So I always say for Asian clients, try to find an Asian coach. He understands the racism in Western societies, or the kind of the tiger mom, or like what you go through with Asian women, how Asian women disrespect us sometimes by dating outside the race. So having an Asian culture mindset, you could connect with that, right? You want a coach who understands where you're coming from, and then you could work together for a common goal, which is the results for your life. Know your time commitment, because you need time. You can't just wing this. Give it at least a year or 3 to 6 months. I always say 30 days, 60 days, 90 days to create a habit, but to create identity, you need at least 6 months to a year. Identity is what's going to keep it going after the coaching. Habits, you could start with 3 months, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. To create a habit, you need at least 90 days. And then to create identity, you need at least 6 months to a year. If you're going to do it for 6 months, make sure you allot enough time to put in the effort. At least if you give it a year, you could have more leeway. That means you need to set boundaries with your friends. Tell them you're on this journey. You might have to go monk mode, right? You have weekends to reflect, not just party. You have to shift your lifestyle a little bit to figure out this if you're going to invest a lot of money into this, right? You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That's called insanity. And then make sure you have time to apply it. You need to field test this. You can't just learn this coaching and not do it. And even after coaching, make sure you lock in, because coaching will most likely be once a week. You need to still block out 1 to 2 hours a day to internalize and materialize and to manifest it into your life. You can't just learn stuff and not apply it. You have to reflect on it, take notes, and you have to actually apply it. Like it's a fitness training, right? You gotta actually go to the gym after you learn the workout plan for 1 hour to 2 hours a day. Same thing here with the mindset and the whole attraction coaching, right? You need to align it with the rest of your life. Your lifestyle has to now be conducive to the attraction and confidence skill that you learn. If your life's already messed, let's say you're in debt, you live with your parents, and you feel like you just live in a bad place where you're constantly being negative because life is not conducive, then you need to get your finances in check, right? You need a good health baseline. You could be obese or overweight to start this, but it'll be better if you lost some weight. Start with fitness coaching first and learn that, and then get into the mindset coaching. Having a good body that you respect yourself in the mirror will help you initially attract more and you feel more confident. Clear friends. If you have friends who are partying, who judge you, if you feel like you go on these journeys and they'll judge you, like, why are you paying all this money for this coaching? Just honestly, for now, just take a break. It's going to be hard already starting this and fighting your own inner demons. But if you have your own haters, not inside your head, but outside your head, it's going to be even more difficult. So get them out of your life. Just for now, take a break and have the right tools. Use AI, whatever makes it more efficient. have the right devices that will help you, like an iPad or something. And main thing is, before you start, you can watch all the YouTube videos and read the books about confidence, but this is where a lot of men start because they don't know where to start from. It's like you don't even know the start line. But the biggest thing is, first, you need to know your start line. You need to know where you're at. So most of you guys know your start line because you're probably sad and depressed and not living the life you want. But then the biggest thing is the finish line, right? Because the fastest way to go from point A to point B is a straight line, right? But if you don't even know where this finish line is, you don't even know how it looks like, just sit down for at least a day and figure out, what is it that actually want. Do you want a partying lifestyle where you have a lot of girls you're partying with? Do you want a marriage life? Do you want a nice body? Do you want money? Do you want to live in a beach town? Do you want to live in a city? Do you want a penthouse suite? Do you want to live in a villa? What confidence and attraction look like to you? I guess they say what is success, but try to actually, like, it's like they call it identity mapping, but if you don't even know what's the identity you want, if you find a coach who has that lifestyle you want, that's the perfect way, because then he could literally map it out. But make sure he knows how to teach you that, because most of these coaches, they don't know how to teach it. They just know they did it. That's why even YouTube coaching, when you say how to make money through YouTube, they keep forgetting that at first they mention that you have to do what you love. You have to actually make videos that you like, not based on followers, because then that's when they get big and they start becoming more strategic with their YouTubing. But in the beginning, you have to figure out what you love, because when it gets hard, you'll find more passion and reason to keep going. This is the traction and confidence. This is what it looks like. And I want so bad that I'm going to find a way to get it, right? Are you doing this to be confident among friends? Are you doing this just to be confident among women? Are you trying to attract both men and women into your life, friends or romantic interests? Are you trying to use dating apps? Are you trying to use social media? Even though social media is a must in dating, maybe you don't want to flex on social media, right? So that's important to know, because maybe you have to do more in-person dating and find out more social networks. Why are you doing this? Do you want validation from men, or do you want validation from women, or both? Why do you want to feel confident, or what is the reason you don't feel confident right now? Do you feel like it's more of a battle between yourself, where you look in the mirror and you're just not happy, even though you don't really care what people think, but you're just not happy with yourself? Or you want women to like you, you want men to respect you? What is the reason you want to get into confidence, attracting, dating, and all this kind of stuff? Strategy isn't random, right? If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. In terms of long-term growth, you want to make this a habit. It's like brushing your teeth. Or you ever move to a place and you drive to a house, like your house, and you move to a new home? At first, you have to still use Google Maps and iPhone Maps, but eventually it becomes so automatic. Like one day you just drive and you end up being home. You don't know how you got home, but you just subconsciously, literally was automatic mode and you got home. So same thing with confidence and attraction. You want to have this structure where it's long term. It's not just like you feel good for 3 months and you build a habit and you're getting healthier, but you keep it forever. So for me, like the fitness thing, right? I had to make it an identity where it's automatic. Like even though I'm depressed, I'm on the treadmill. Even if I'm sad, I'm gonna go still talk to a girl. Even I'm not feeling the best, I'm still gonna post on Instagram to attract women, or to build my business, or do stuff that makes me confident every single day, even though I don't feel good. It's like your identity, where it's like brushing your teeth. You need to plan that out, because if you don't make this an identity, what's going to happen? The habits will fall apart. It's like any habit that you start. Why does smoking or the negative habits become a part of your identity? Because you associate it with you. If I don't smoke, I become angry. Or if I don't eat this, I'm a person who always eats socially. So now you're always going to eat socially. Or I love pizza, or I'm a pizza guy, or I'm a foodie. That's why your identity makes you do that stuff. So you have to create these new neuron connections into your brain after whatever years of BS that you had. So you have to change it and then make it an identity. So it's now automatic. So no matter how you feel, you do it. It's so easy to eat pizza when you're sad or not sad. You just eat it because you're hungry. You just eat junk food because that's your identity. It's not that you enjoy junk food. Just eat it because that's what you do. Same thing with confidence. If you're just a confident person and keep acting that way, no matter how you good or bad, you're just going to act naturally towards it. You want to make sure the coaching has ongoing support, and make sure you have the money to invest in that, because I do think ongoing is what makes a change. At least a year or maybe 6 months if you're putting in work. You want to make sure the coach understands emotional side of you, the physical side of you, and you should know your own side of this. So you need to know where you're emotionally, physically, and spiritually at. And I'm not talking about religion, but spirituality is, does he believe in the same spiritual stuff as you? Does he believe in manifestation, or does he believe in more science? Because the coach is too spiritual and he's like all about meditation, and you really know about, no, let's get shit done. You're not going to align. So you have to find a coach who's more like you, that will help you align to how you go about things, logical person who helps. So you want to surround yourself with mentors, similar like individuals, and accountability, so you could live with it consistently. Consistency is what's going to actually change you, right? It's like be, do, have, right? But if you don't know what the B is, you actually have to do, have, be. Sometimes we want to create a reality first before we know what to be. The fastest way to get what you want, if you want to keep it consistent, is first be. Know what you want to be. Surround yourself with the right beings. have the right coach who teaches you how to be, and he's being that person you want to be. Then you start taking the action, and then you have the things you actually want, not what you think you want based on what society says. So if you're thinking about investing in coaching for attraction or starting your confidence journey, don't just throw money at it. Don't just like waste time at it or just be like, I'm going to do as much YouTube videos. Here's the thing. I realized even in my personal journey, I spent almost 50 grand since I paid for my first coaching program, my dating coaching program at 21. Actually, I would have done it at 18, but I did it at 21. But at 21, I invested almost 5K, a lot of money. I paid for one coach 3K every month for 12 months. Sometimes it's good to strategize a little bit before you take action. Just don't throw money at it. I would say invest though, because if you just do free, like everything's on YouTube, they say, and then you can read all the books you want. There's a reason why they charge $30, $40 program and these school networks, right? If it's cheap, even it's not worth it. Trust me. I've done enough coaching where there's a reason why these guys charge a lot. For me, I build a plan, find your person's in line, everything with it. It's hard to invest right away and you have to do a lot of thinking. Instead of just telling you to invest in my coaching, if you're really vibing with me in this video, I made a free PDF to help you get started with the exact daily structure to see a basic start of confidence. Maybe it'll help you figure out what you want. Do you want to invest in coaching? And help go find another coach, right? Or look through my YouTube videos or DM me if you feel like this vibe with you and the PDF actually vibe with you. Download the free confidence blueprint in the link description below. And in the comments telling me, like, did you vibe with this? And when you vibe with this, what part of the confidence routine I do vibe with you, right? And message me or comment below and let's get this started.